When we read the epics like Mahabharata and Ramayana, most of our attention is focused on the heroes and the villains. We never notice the characters that are not complete heroes. It is because they lie in that gray area between good and bad, and hence they are conflicted and hence do not come off as strong characters to us. But these characters are the most we all can relate to, because we too lie in the gray area between good and bad, where we strive to do good by ourselves, pushing the bad thoughts aside. One such relatively unknown character is Indrajit, and if people do know him, they are unaware of how powerful, accomplished and loyal he was. This is Indrajit's story. It began with Ravana's quest for the perfect son Ravan, as we know was immensely powerful, and like all egoistic people wanted the perfect son. He ordered the planets to be in the perfect constellation for an auspicious birth of his son. Ravana at the time had conquered everything there was to conquer. The planets, fearing Ravana's wrath, obliged. Thus his son was born at the most auspicious time, assuring him of a great life ahead. Thus was born a boy whose cry made the sound of thunder. Ravan's son was born of his wife Mandodari, and when the son was born his cries sounded like thunder, and hence was named Meghanada, meaning thunderous in Sanskrit. He was trained to become the most powerful warrior guru Shukra. Meghanada was taught by Shukra himself, the guru of the Asuras. Shukra was renowned for his wisdom and mastery over various forms of warfare and sorcery. Some of his famous students include Prahlad, Bali and Bhishma. Mastery of Astras. Meghanada mastered numerous celestial weapons which included Brahmastra, a powerful weapon created by Brahma, capable of destroying entire armies. Ashupatastra, a deadly weapon of Shiva that could destroy all beings. Vajra, the thunderbolt of Indra, which Meghanada acquired through his penance. Nagapasha, a weapon that could bind and immobilize enemies with serpent-like nooses, art of sorcery and magic. In addition to conventional warfare, Meghanada also mastered the art of sorcery and magic, which very few could achieve even at that time. His skills in illusion, Maya, were unparalleled, allowing him to disappear and reappear at will, and create illusions on the battlefield. Due to his extraordinary skills and mastery over divine weapons, even the gods referred to Meghanada as the Master of War. His ability to wield and counter multiple astras made him a fearsome opponent. During one of the many epic battles between the Devas and Asuras, Meghanada and his father, Ravana, played pivotal roles. This particular war is notable for Meghanada's extraordinary feat of defeating Indra, the king of the gods. The battle saw fierce combat between Ravana and Indra. Despite his immense strength and power, Ravana was eventually overpowered by Indra, and fell unconscious on the battlefield. Seeing his father defeated, Meghanada's fury knew no bounds. He entered the battlefield with unparalleled ferocity, and confronted Indra. Their duel was intense, showcasing Meghanada's exceptional combat skills and mastery over celestial weapons. Meghanada's prowess proved superior as he defeated Indra in battle. He then bound Indra and tied him to his chariot, parading him as a prisoner of war. This act of subjugating the king of the gods was a monumental feat, highlighting Meghanada's might. The sight of Indra being taken captive alarmed the other gods. Brahma, the creator god, feared for Indra's life and the potential chaos his death could cause in the cosmic order. To prevent Meghanada from killing Indra, Brahma intervened. He requested Meghanada to release Indra, and in return, offered him a boon. Meghanada agreed to the exchange, demonstrating his respect for the higher divine order. As a reward for releasing Indra, Brahma granted Meghanada the boon of near invincibility. This boon included the ability to remain invincible in battle as long as he performed a specific yajna, sacrifice, before going to war. Following his victory over Indra, Meghanada was bestowed with the title Indrajit, meaning Conqueror of Indra. This title solidified his reputation as one of the greatest warriors, not just among the Asuras but in the entire cosmos. The defeat of Indra by Meghanada sent shockwaves through the ranks of the Devas. It highlighted the growing power and threat of the Asuras, particularly Ravana's lineage. The war and Meghanada's victory over Indra became legendary, cementing his status as a master of war and a pivotal figure in the Ramayana. His actions during this battle were a testament to his bravery, skill, and strategic genius. Meghanada's conquest of the heavens, and his defeat of Indra showcasing his unparalleled prowess and strategic acumen in warfare. During the Battle of Ramayana, he almost wiped out the entire Vanara army single-handedly. Indrajit only entered the battle after Ravana was defeated, and Kumbhakarna was killed. He also lost all his brothers and cousins too. He was invincible, and the day he entered the battle, and he spread terror through the ranks of Rama's army. During the time he was on the battlefield, he completely obliterated his enemies and there was no stopping him. He defeated Hanuman, who was one of the strongest beings on earth to ever live, was defeated by Indrajit. Indrajit captured and defeated him by using the Brahmastra. Rama, the avatar of Vishnu, was defeated when Indrajit let loose one of his most powerful weapons, the Nagapash. The weapon unleashed 1,000,000 snakes that wrapped themselves around the bodies of Rama and Lakshman. They fell defeated and utterly exhausted and had to be saved by Garuda and Laxman twice. After he had defeated Rama and Laxmana and failed, he fought very hard the next day to achieve victory. He employed all of his sorcery skills. This made it very hard for Rama and Laxmana to kill him because Indrajit would suddenly disappear from their vision and appear behind them. Frustrated that he could not still defeat all of them, he unleashed the Brahmanda Astra, the most terrible weapon ever created. The weapon knocked out Rama and Laxmana and the entire Vanara army unconscious. This was the reason Hanuman had to go to the Himalayas to get the Sanjivani plant to revive everyone. He demoralized the entire army Rama led with his expert knowledge of magic and sorcery. Indrajit was surprised the next day that Rama and Laxmana were still alive. If the Brahmastra didn't work, what would? So he planned to demoralize the entire army. He invoked an illusion of Sita so real, everyone believed it to be her. Then he killed the illusion in front of the entire Vanara army. Rama collapsed at the news and so did the rest of the Vanara army, but was then betrayed, and Rama finally knew his secret of invincibility. Indrajit, realizing that he may not win it with his present abilities, decided to do his yagna and then enter the battle. Vibhishana, the brother of Ravana, was a good person and believed that the abduction of Sita was not right at all. He gave up the secret of Indrajit's invincibility to Rama and Laxmana. Hanuman, along with Laxmana, interrupted his yagna. One of the rules of doing that yagna was to not have weapons in the place of worship. Indrajit still managed to escape Laxmana and Hanuman using pots and pans as weapons. Undaunted, he unleashes the most terrible weapons on Laxmana during their duel the next day. Enraged that Laxmana insulted his favorite deity and used treachery to interrupt his yagna, he vowed to kill Vibhishana. But Laxmana saved him. A terrible duel ensued where, in the end, Indrajit unleashed the three most powerful weapons in all creation: Brahmanda Astra, Pashupatastra, and Vaishnavastra. None of these ultimate weapons even touched Laxmana. Indrajit realizes that Rama is no ordinary human, and pleads to his father to surrender and give Sita back. The Vaishnavastra, the weapon of Vishnu, circumnavigated Laxmana without harming him. Indrajit realized that Laxmana and Rama are no human beings, and transported himself instantaneously in front of Ravana using his magical powers. He pleaded to his father to give Sita back or face sure defeat. Ravana laughs and humiliates Indrajit, calling him a coward for running away from the battle. Indrajit is ashamed, and with anger, he tells his father that it was because of his duty as a son he was still fighting. However, he assured Ravana that he will not abandon his side, come what may. Indrajit realized that his father will never surrender Sita. He also realized that Rama and Laxmana are much more than just humans. He walked into the battle with a finality, accepting his death at the hands of Laxmana, but he still fought valiantly. But this time, Laxmana slayed Indrajit without compunction, and it drew to an end the life of the most powerful warrior ever to walk on earth. Indrajit was the only person in the whole universe to hold the three ultimate weapons, Brahmanda Astra, Pashupatastra, and Vaishnavastra together. He was also known as a Ati Maharathi, who is capable of engaging 12 Maharathis at the same time. To put things into perspective, Arjuna, Karna, Rama, Laxmana, Krishna, and Hanuman are Maharathis. He could have fought all of them at once and would have still defeated all of them. He slew millions upon millions of Vanaras during the 3 days he fought, a feat of terror even Ravana and Kumbhakarna couldn't achieve. But in the end he did realize who he was fighting against, and he did surrender to his fate but did not go down easily. Although Ravana and Kumbhakarna were mighty in their own right and deserve all the recognition they get, Indrajit has been relatively less known, and it is not fair because he was the most accomplished warrior in all history. No one came close to his might on the battlefield. After all, it took a god to defeat him, but he did redeem himself when he pleaded with his father to release Sita, and he never left his father's side and played the role of a religious son, literally to his own death. As they say, sins of the father